United States hasn't won a semifinal game at the World Hockey Championship since 1934. 12 straight losses in the semis. U.S. #1 in power play percentage in the tournament, 9 for 27, and a quick shot on Markstrom, taken there by Zach Werenski. The Swedes allowed their first power play goal in 2 years. Brought back in by Boyan. And his NHL debut in the playoffs in Minnesota this year after turning pro. Now a quick chance off the goalpost as Matty Beniers got that away.
Good opportunities for the Americans early on. Matty Beniers, he goes short side, he beats Markstrom.
Back for Gauthier, walks back for Boyan. Back down to Smith, to Boyan. That across, Gauthier, a hard shot. And Markstrom got just a piece of that.
And then this one, Cutter Gauthier, a world-class shooter. What a save by Markstrom. But you can see how he's a little late to read it. He gets it with his bicep.
Not the first person who's been baited into a penalty by Connor Garland.
No.
And won't be the last. At the line, held by Shea, a long shot, scores! Brady Shea floats one for the blue line, and the United States has grabbed a 1-0 lead.
Who scored a lot of goals with his shot, takes advantage of a one draw. Shane Pinto, second effort, and all those bodies traveling in front of the eyes of Markstrom. He can't see a thing. Pinto wins it on Backlund. Backlund, one of the best face-off men in the tournament. Innocent looking wrister. It's all about finding a seam. And that one catches post and goes in. And as bodies travel in front of the goaltender's eyes.
Battle along the boards, finally Sandin. The Washington Capitals has it back, turns it over to McCarron, who flips it back in front. Puck got away from Markstrom. O'Connor with a quick shot, and Markstrom squeezes that. Logan Cooley was buried on the play as Pettersson brings it back the other way. Marcus Pettersson drops it back to Forsberg. Philip Forsberg winds it back across to Lindholm, centers it, kicked away by Swayman. Alex Vlasic brings it back. Big man winds his way through center ice. Vlasic works it and shoots. Markstrom the save on that. Raymond in for William Karlsson. Banks it back around for Nylander. Nylander pulls that back across for Lindholm with a shot, and Swayman a good save there. Now back for Simone Evans, and that pass picked up at center ice by Smith. In comes Will Smith back in front. A quick chance there for Gauthier, turned away by Markstrom. Now held by Lacombe with a long shot. Markstrom fights that off and hangs on to the rebound, and the shots keep piling up for Team USA.
His defense, offense, the speed of the Americans, the way they're closing on Sweden, turning pucks over. And that allows almost a quick 3-on-1. Gauthier gets the puck, he wants it, and that's a huge save from Markstrom. As Cutter Gauthier can shoot it about as well as anyone in the tournament. And that's 2-point blankers.
Logan Cooley works that free. Centers it, Keller with a quick chance. Markstrom save, loose puck in front for Keller. A little backhand shot. There's Garland with time, feeds it back, and a hard shot by Werenski just missed with Markstrom down. As Vlasic sends it down. Will Smith spins and shoots. Markstrom save. Rebound loose in front. Another stop. This time in tight. Rebound score. Fired home by Gauthier. And the United States has grabbed a 2-0 lead.
Takes advantage of another forechecking turnover. The comparison is the Carolina Hurricanes. That's what the U.S. are doing right now. Turning pucks over, putting everything on net, and then chasing it down again. And Gauthier takes his last rebound and slips it 5-hole on Markstrom. Maybe almost a bit of a changeup, sneaks underneath him, but the whole breakdown starts because of an innocent-looking shot from the sideboards from Will Smith.
Team USA hoping it spills over to the World Championship. And of course, the Olympics. Brought in by Gauthier, a long shot, gloved down by Markstrom. Leaves it there for Edvinsson. Starring for the Ottawa Senators in the NHL. Final minute now of the period. In comes Leo Carlsson for Zibanejad, a shot that trickles down to Swayman. Here's Zibanejad. Swings that down to Forsberg, goes between the legs, and Swayman makes a terrific stop.
Forsberg takes advantage of another one face-off. Michael Backlund gets it. There was Zibanejad. So Forsberg can go through his legs to Karlsson or through his legs for a shot. And I think he's hoping that Swayman was going to leave the post.
Leo Carlson winds it back around to Rasmus Andersson, the Swedish captain. That's broken up, and a chance now for Pinto, busting in short-handed. Shane Pinto moving it along. Pinto just lifted that wide. Zibanejad to Andersson. Back to Zibanejad for Andersson. Zibanejad tees it up and shoots. Swayman save, rebound, bounces back and forth. Beckman turned away by Swayman. Now Simone Edmondson has it back. Up for Johansson. Wenberg drops it back. Lundestrom busting in. Lundestrom with a chance. Swayman save. Rebound loose in front. And Johansson couldn't get that away.
Thing we love to see from Sweden. Little drop pass and another drop pass to a player cutting with speed in Lundestrom. And Jeremy Swayman comes up with his best of the game. Sealing the 5-hole as Lundestrom can't find a hole. And then good back check late by Logan Cooley.
He works it and shoots that, ripped the stick out of Sandin's hand. That's the second time that's happened to him in the game. Big hit by O'Connor in the corner. Now a centering pass and a hard shot taken by Pinto. And the save made by Markstrom. Keller trying to take that free. Garland in there as well. Kicking, clawing, scratching for the puck. Move back around and peek with a shot. Markstrom the save on that. Shea drops it back. Cooley a hard shot. Markstrom's looking back. Rebound score. Connor Garland pokes home the rebound. And the United States has taken a 3-0 lead.
They're behind the net for 20 seconds, just getting worked over by Larson and Pettersson and Heineman. But they come out with possession, get a shot towards the net, and the look there from Shea is the beautiful one. He's so easy to put that in on net, but Shea recognizes Logan Cooley's out support up high, drops it up for a one-timer, and then Connor Garland. He's half the size of Adam Larson.
Brought in now by Johansson. Shoots, Swayman the save, rebound knocked away by Lacombe and brought back by Beniers. Along with O'Connor, rink wide pass and a quick shot, score! Esamon slides it by Markstrom, and it's 4-0 Team USA. For the U.S. in the tournament.
And it's defense to offense. U.S. all back in front of the net, and they beat. It's a 4-on-2. Looks like a Mighty Duck movie. And a seam pass. Esamon fires at 5-hole. Matty Beniers, who has been exceptional in this game, two-way playing. And Markstrom goes under his glove to make it 4.
Swedes were third in the Four Nations tournament. NHL operated an event back in February. That centering pass for Leo Carlson turned away by Swayman.
Is a lot.
And now a wraparound try for McCarron turned away by Sam Harrison of the Philadelphia Flyers. Following year will be Mannheim and Dusseldorf in Germany. 2028 in Paris and Lyon, we're told, in France. And 2029, Bratislava and Košice. As William Karlsson feeds that back, Anderson sends it back in front, Nylander scores! William Nylander gives the Swedes some life here in the third period, and Rasmus Andersson urging the crowd on.
So Sweden takes advantage of a breakdown in defensive zone coverage by the U.S. as the low forward gets confused. Logan Cooley swings out, leave Nylander down low. Keller and Garland don't slide back, and that's an easy one. Good feed, and you're right. Rasmus Andersson after the goal says, okay, we got one. Let's get the energy up in the building. We got to get it up on the bench.
And Rasmus Sandin plays it back down to the American zone, picked up by Lindholm. McCarron tied up by Lundestrom. Wenberg back on it. Wenberg for Lindholm, a shot, scores! Elias Lindholm fires it home, and back comes Sweden.
Forecheck, turnover, and Lindholm doesn't miss this one as this might carry him in off an American defender. Maybe catch a piece of McCarron or just a knuckler. Swayman doesn't even budge. And now the belief is there again. Now the bench, the crowd.
Trying to lift that back ahead. It was knocked down by Lacombe. Pumps it ahead for Gauthier. Better Gauthier shot. Urson makes the stop. Rebound loose in front. Will Carlson works in. Tyler trying to play that back. Picked up by Nazar. Out he goes for Jackson Lacombe busting in. Jackson Lacombe walks in and shoots, scores!
Oh, ho, ho.
Jackson Lacombe with a rocket, and the United States with a crucial insurance goal here in the third. What a shot.
That's the guy who had 14 this year for Anaheim. He joins the rush in support of the breakout, and Gustafsson doesn't close on the angle. Lacombe doesn't slow down. He doesn't look to pass. He senses a tired opponent and says, I can shoot this one myself. Doesn't get tipped off the blade, just beats Harrison clean. Perfect look at it there. Crossbar post intersection.
Lacombe back on it. Gustafsson works that free. Gustafsson squeezed by Lacombe. Pinto back on it. Pivots back, looks at the empty net, and scores! Shane Pinto from 199 feet. Snaps out of the empty net. And Pinto has his second of the tournament.
Closed it out with a good defensive play. First to a puck, edge work to get open, and then how about that? From about as far as you could possibly be from the net. Puts it right in the middle. And the U.S., for the first time in forever, will get to play for a gold medal.
Forsberg plays it back. The Swedes had two quick ones here in the third and had tons of momentum, but Jackson Lacombe with a huge goal to make it 5-2. Now another chance, and Backlund turned away by Swayman. Sandin with a shot that pinballs around in front. The United States puts more than 90 years of history to bed. Winning a semifinal at the World Championship for the first time since 1934. The United States is going to the gold medal game after a 6-2 win over Sweden.